Hi friends, it's Miss Hannah. So since we are now learning about plants, I wanted to teach you about something that's called transpiration. Can you say that with me? Transpiration. Let's clap it to see how many syllables it is. Transpiration. That's 4 syllables. So, to learn about transpiration, I wanted to teach you guys a science experiment that will show us transpiration even though it's usually invisible and we can't see it happen. This experiment is also really good for when it's hot and sunny outside. So right now is a perfect time to do it. Okay friends, so what we'll need for the experiment is a big Ziploc bag like this. And if you don't have a big one, you can use a smaller one, but it works better in a big one. So if you have one, use a bigger one. And then what we're going to need is a chip clip like this to close things. But if you don't have a chip clip, you can use a rubber band or duct tape. Alright friends, so now we're going to go outside and take our materials and try to find a sunny tree where we can reach its leaves. Alright friends, so now this is what we have. I gathered as many leaves as I could and fit them in this bag. And this is still connected to the tree. And then I closed it with the chip clip. But again, you can use a rubber band or tape to close it, just as long as no air gets in or else the experiment won't work. And now what we're going to do is just wait and see what happens. So this is about an hour after I did this, and you can already see there's little water droplets on the bag. I checked the progress the next morning, and I was so excited to see there was a lot more water droplets on the bag, and there was even a pool of water at the bottom of it. So now that we completed the experiment and saw the water that was in the bag, we're wondering, how did the water sneak out of the plants? So, what happens when it's a hot day, you're playing outside, running around with your friends? Usually, you get sweaty. Plants sweat as well. Similar to how we lose water through our skin, plants lose water through their leaves. Although you may not be able to see them, plants have small pores or holes on their leaves. If you take a look at the bottom of a leaf under a microscope, you will be able to see these tiny holes, which are known as stomata. This is where plants can lose water through transpiration. Even though it's an invisible process, the loss of water from plants through transpiration is an important part of the water cycle because it adds a lot of water to our air. In just 1 year, every leaf on Earth can send out much more than its own weight in water. In 1 year, a large oak tree can contribute 40,000 gallons of water a year to the air. That's a lot of water. 10% of moisture that's in the atmosphere is from this process, that's transpiration. The other is from evaporation, from big bodies of water like oceans, rivers, lakes, and streams. Just like us, plants need water to survive. That's why if you own a plant, you water it so that it stays healthy. So you're probably thinking, if plants need water, then why do they lose it? Transpiration happens in some part because plants need to breathe. Plants need to take in carbon dioxide, which they get from the air, and to do this, they need to open their stomata. When this happens, water comes out. You've probably experienced this just like plants. When you breathe on a really, really cold day, you can see the water from your breath as it makes clouds in the air. Transpiration also helps plants by cooling them down, much like how sweating helps us keep cool. Transpiration also plays a big role in helping water move around the plant by changing the water pressure. This helps minerals and nutrients move up the plant from the roots. Okay friends, well I hope you learned a lot about the science behind transpiration.